So hi everyone, we're here with Stu Benson from Benson Auctions. How are you today?
I'm really well, thank you, and thank you for having me again.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Australia's Auctioneer of the Year. How could we have anyone else?
Stop it.
So tell us, Stu, auction clearance rates are down around 50%.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on why that is happening in the current market?
Okay, well firstly, no alarm bells. 50% or a 1 in 2 chance of selling in 4 weeks is fine, that is normal. The 80%, 90% clearance rates were an anomaly, but we've ridden it through, we're back to normal. That being said, of the 50 odd percent that aren't selling at auction, whilst we are seeing a lot of them sell post-auction, they're selling post-auction because we've come to the end of 4 weeks. Perhaps our reserve's been a little bit high, or there's been a gap between where the market sees value and perhaps where the owner sees value, and we realise on auction day that gap is real. The market didn't come up to where we needed to, and so our strategy in weeks 5, 6 and 7 are more aligned based on the fact that we had an unsuccessful auction. So an unsuccessful auction can still be a great result of the auction process in that we really do find where that gap is, and then we can strategically align our price to that gap post-auction. But what I would say is that clearly some of these properties that aren't selling on auction day, we probably haven't really attuned our reserve to where it needs to be on the day. So it is important that if we do go to auction, that we use all of that live, raw, real-time data throughout the 4-week marketing campaign to make sure that when we do set our reserve, it's based on the facts and not the fiction of what we'd like to get.
And that live real-time data is basically what the agent should be giving the vendor, week in, week out, if not, every couple of days, who's inquiring on the property, what their feedback is regarding price, whether they're actually ready to go, they're qualified buyers, all of those types of things, and of course the other properties that have sold in the area within that 4-week process. Remembering that when we do give a price as to where we think a property might sell, it's based on properties that have sold at a particular time.
Yes.
We're now 4, 6 or 8 weeks later.
Correct.
And things have changed in the market, especially in this market. So I suppose all that data is extremely important, and the vendor should take that on board when they're setting their reserve.
Absolutely. It is as real time and as live as you can possibly get. And as you mentioned, at the moment with the market, correcting it as it is in our Hills district, even a sale 6 weeks ago is really outdated, let alone people looking back 6 months ago thinking, I wish I could get that price. We can only deal with the buyers that we've got in the current marketplace, and a 4-week structured auction campaign will give you that data quicker than any other method of sales. So when it comes to setting your reserve, obviously take that data into consideration, but if we don't sell at auction, we've still got all of that data and then the result of auction day to formulate where we go in weeks 5, 6 and 7. And as a method of sale, there is no faster way to sell your property in the Hills District than by selling via auction.
Absolutely. Ultimately, I often say to my vendors when they choose to go to auction that at the end of the day, if the property hasn't sold at auction or it hasn't sold prior, it was probably never going to sell in a private treaty campaign within that period of time anyway. So we've got nothing to lose. We might as well try and knock it out in that 28 days, and if that doesn't work, then we just keep going as per normal. So nothing changes.
No, absolutely. Days on market in the Hills District, auction versus private treaty, even an unsuccessful auction campaign is still likely to sell faster than a private treaty campaign. So let's roll the dice. Let's see if we can get it done in 4 weeks, get that market feedback, get that property on the market with a great reserve, and get it sold on auction day.
Absolutely. So thanks guys. I hope you've really taken something out of this today. And again, like usual, we are here to help. So feel free to give us a call, pop round, we'll have a chat about the whole spectrum of what can happen within a sales campaign, and we'll help put your mind at ease. Anyway, you have a great day and take care. Cheers.
Thanks.